tonight. We are headed downtown. It's through the window somewhere here. Art's my driver tonight. I'm gonna drop and go. Art says this looks sketchy. Keep going. See those people are going in?
Yep.
That's where we're going. Going right there. We gotta go in there and get the exit door open, and then we can unload. Okay, we're here, we're early, and I'm trying to talk over the music so we don't get flagged. This is my booth right here. You can see I'm set up in there. This is the lighting. Pretty old school stuff. Got old ADJ Aggressor up there, I guess. Yeah, this is it, man. It did take a while to get things going, but SafeHouse was always like that. Even back in my old days, 30 years ago, usually nothing happened until 10 o'clock. I got a few dancers out before that, but really not much. They had a special running where you could get a ticket for like 75 or 85 bucks or something like that, where you got free drinks and food from 10 to 1. So there was a line at 10 o'clock and people were coming in to take advantage of that. And, you know, it took a little while to get the dance floor going, but, you know, once it got going, I was probably maybe 2 or 3 songs after 10 o'clock. It was pretty packed for the rest of the night. The location was interesting. My back is to the audience. I'm totally not used to that. So I'm DJing and I'm constantly turning around to see what's going on. It was like that at Grand Geneva too. And what's really annoying is when you're trying to do something and someone's tapping you on the shoulder from behind, because that's where your audience is. You got to turn around and take the request. But yeah, you know, and it's funny too, because I'm thinking about it. Back in the old days when I worked there, I left when I was in my mid-20s, and even then I was the younger DJ who was playing to an older audience. But now it's a very young crowd. So I was the older DJ playing to the younger audience. And that was fine, but you know, it was kind of like doing 6 hours for high school. They really liked sing-along type songs. I didn't do anything group active. I did no Cha-Cha Slide or Cupid Shuffle or anything like that. I don't know if they normally would do anything like that there. But I have a feeling that it would probably work on a regular night, because they liked kind of group active sing-along stuff. Everything they sang along to. You know, it was a lot of newer stuff, but then I had to do some older stuff too, because as you know, there's really not a lot of newer upbeat stuff to go for 6 hours. So I did mix it up. Early in the night, I was doing some cool progressive house stuff before anybody was dancing. The sound system wasn't too bad. My ears do hurt. I think it's probably the same speakers and subwoofer I was using way back in the day, but it's different lights. And the funny thing about the lights is, I believe there's a switch you just turn on and they just run all night and do what they do. So there was no control over lights. I didn't have any problems with anybody. Okay, fine, I had a couple of knuckleheads, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. My friends Jody and Maurice joined me in the booth. There was actually plenty of room for them to sit in the booth while I was DJing. They were there till midnight. And I was joking with Maurice. I'm like, hey, look, we are probably 20 to 30 years older than most of the people in this room right now. But yeah, he had fun. Jody had fun, and it was nice to have the company. It was interesting. You know, what was it? My favorite gig that I did in 2022? No, it wasn't. But it was fine. And it went fine. It just wasn't quite what I expected. Now, did I do a better job than I'd ever done there, you know, back in the 90s? Yeah. Better variety, more empathy for the audience, mixed it up more, had some surprises I threw out there. The staff really enjoyed what I did. It was really good to hear that they had fun. They were all very nice. I don't know if we'll go back. I don't know if I'll be in rotation, but I wouldn't mind it. Everybody's really cool there. And art was such a big help getting me loaded in. The deal was, I was a little concerned about unloading everything and then going out and finding parking. You may have noticed in that alley shot, back in the old days, some of those buildings weren't there. That was parking. So now I don't know where you park. It's downtown. You got to find a spot somewhere or a structure or something. But I didn't have to worry about that because I got dropped off and picked up. And I think if I go into rotation down there, I'll probably work something out with Stevie where she can drop me off and pick me up because, you know, why pay for parking? Why worry about that? Not that I couldn't do it if I had to. I absolutely could. But it was just nice to have somebody drop me off and pick me up for that. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to turn this camera off. That was the big SafeHouse homecoming gig. Definitely the OG there. Absolutely all day long. It was fun. It was cool to do it. And it worked out technically better than I thought it would. As far as the performance go, like I said, it wasn't exactly what I expected. It was more like a 6-hour high school dance, but it was still fun. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a great 2023. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. Practice and enjoy.